What is happening, guys? I'm going to go through my daily routine, going through my training, going through my diet, going through my habits that's made me lose 13 pounds in 14 days. So if you're struggling with weight loss right now, I want you to understand that you're going to get so many golden nuggets from this little video that's going to help you on your weight loss journey. Don't forget, guys, if you're enjoying the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content and you want to see a lot more like this, and drop me a comment below if you've got any problems or struggles right now that we can potentially navigate. And if you want to go a little bit further, drop me a DM and we can chat further and make sure you are going to be the healthiest version of yourself. Now, the reason I wanted to lose that little bit of weight is that I went to Marbella and it didn't feel fantastic. I had a bit of a different mindset than I've ever done before, and I don't know why I've done it. Because previously, when I've been away, I've always gone away lean and feeling great. But this time, I wanted a slightly different approach. I knew I was going away with these top influencers from Love Island, and I knew that in the short space of time that I knew I was going to go to Marbella, I knew that I wouldn't be able to compete with them in terms of leanness and tan, by the way, as well. Because, you know, living in the UK, you're not blessed with tan, let's be honest. So I had a different mindset. I wanted to go away being strong, so I thought, I'm not going to beat them on leanness, but I know I'll absolutely smash them out the park in strength. But then when I was there, I felt a little bit unconfident in myself. I didn't feel great, and I thought, why didn't I just get lean for this holiday? So yeah, that approach kind of backfired. But anyway, it did motivate me, and I've come back from holiday and I thought, right, I am going to sort myself out here. I want to get that level of leanness again, whilst maintaining my muscle mass and my strength. So here's exactly what I've done. Can we also just appreciate how fantastic my office looks? Look at this, is the back room, converted it from a garage into a little office, little duo screen going on there on my new sexy Osmo camera. But let's go through my day. Now, I wake up at about 5:15 a.m. and not because I want to. I'm not one of these people who wants to be in the 5 a.m. club. It's because I have to, because I get work done. Most of the time when I've got Felicity and I'll take her to school, she gets up at 7 o'clock. So that little time at 5 till 7 a.m. is a bit of a couple of golden hours for me to get a lot of work done, because a lot of people are asleep. So I know I can be very productive. Plus, I tend to go to bed at the same time Felicity does. So when I'm in bed for 8:30, 9 o'clock, I naturally do wake up a little bit earlier anyway. But trust me, if I had a chance to sleep in, then I absolutely would. But at least I get my 8 hours in, and that's your first golden nugget, making sure that you get enough sleep. The reason I want you to get enough sleep and I go for 8 hours is because, for starters, you burn a lot of calories in your sleep, a lot more than probably what you think. For males, your testosterone's really high during your sleep as well. So it helps build that testosterone level up. Let's be honest, if you wake up cranky and you've had really poor sleep, you're really lazy the next day, so your calorie output becomes naturally lower, and that's where you can tend to snack. So get that sleep in. So your second golden nugget is I'm doing a little bit of intermittent fasting. Now, I do want to clarify that intermittent fasting directly doesn't burn more body fat, but it can give you a massive side effect that leads to fat loss. And the side effect is that you have a much smaller window opportunity to consume calories, and that's why it's fantastic for a lot of people when you want to lose body fat. So when I do wake up, I don't consume a single calorie up until about 11 a.m. and the only thing I have is black coffee. Now, you always get a lot of people when they speak to you about fasting, and you always say, well, what about this? What about, is that okay? No. No calories are to be consumed if you want to do a true fast. That's the whole point of it. Yes, you can have sweetener because there's no calories. Yes, you can have Diet Coke because there's no calories. Another golden nugget when it comes to intermittent fasting, if I consume the bulk of my calories towards the end of the day, then I'm reducing my chances of snacking massively. So I think to myself, well, in the morning, I'm not going to be tempted by discos, by chocolate, by ice cream, by cookies. That's not really going to happen. My red flags in my day tend to be of an evening, which is 99% of people's as well. So if I can overload my food towards the end of the day, then I'm going to reduce my hunger, my cravings, my snacking opportunities. So that's another massive golden nugget for yourself right there. Another little golden nugget for yourself is just become a creature of habit. Before we get into everything right now, I need you to understand that just do it every single day. We don't need gourmet meals through the week. We don't need excitement. We don't need to have fantastic little differences in our day to make sure we'll have a little bit of lamb tonight. Let's have sausage and mash tomorrow. We don't need any of that. Become a creature of habit. Be okay with having the same food every single day. If you know that how great one day can be with the food, with the training, with the habits, just replicate it. Just get there once. And then go back to a bit of freedom and a bit of normality. But when you're on a fat loss train and you want to lose weight and you want to feel good about yourself, become a creature of habit. We've had our fun, we've gained our weight. Now let's have that little bit of routine and structure in our day. If you become a creature of habit, it becomes so much easier because every single day can become the same and then you don't have to think about it. You know you're hitting your calories, you know you're hitting your protein, you know you're doing the right things. So become a creature of habit and do the same things every single day and get used to the boring stuff. So for this next little bit, we're gonna pop to the kitchen. Let's go. So up until this point, I haven't really had too much. I've only had black coffee to get a bit of caffeine in. And then 11 o'clock, I have one of these little Pro Milks, 25 grams of protein. Now, I know a lot of people might turn around and say, just have proper food or just have something a little bit better. But listen, this does the job. It's 25 grams of really good protein as well. And it's cheap as chips, Aldi, Tesco's, whatever it want to be. And then from there, that's when I train. My training at the moment is push, pull, legs. So I do train about 6 times a week. So the first push, pull, legs is a little bit different to the second push, pull, legs. The first push, pull, legs is the push is a shoulder dominant push. The first pull is an upper back dominant pull. The first legs is a posterior chain dominant legs. And then I reverse it for the second push, pull, legs. Chest dominant, lat dominant, anterior chain dominant. And that's my routine at the moment with the training side of things, which is working very, very well for me. And that's obviously a 6-day split. A lot of people probably can't do 6 days and that's absolutely fine. Just make sure you find something to suit yourself. And if you need any help with that at all, drop me a message. But the principles are still remaining the same in my workouts. I'm still pushing myself to failure. I'm still trying to maintain my strength, which I am doing. I'm doing all the right things to maintain my strength at the moment. You need to realize as well that when you are in a big calorie deficit, then your strength might be at risk. So you've got to do everything possible to maintain your strength. So that's my goal at the moment, is trying to maintain my strength within these workouts. After the workout is done and dusted, I have 2 scoops of pure whey protein and I have 10 grams of creatine as well. If you're not doing creatine, by the way, then you are missing out. This is absolutely fantastic and it's cheap as chips. Creatine is always best taken after a workout. If you're on a non-training day, then just take it at any point in the day. It doesn't really matter too much. Then I'm coming home and that's when I'm having my main bit of food. So, like I was mentioning before, I need you to understand that my red flags for having any snacks or anything unnecessary in my day will come later of an evening. So my whole point of what I want to try and do is overload that part of my day with as much protein and as much good food as I possibly can. So now it's getting to about 3:30, maybe 4 o'clock, depending on how my day's going at the moment. And this is probably my first proper meal of the day. Now, once again, I wouldn't always have this, but I'm going to show you convenience. Cajun chicken escalopes, the whole pack is 360 calories and it's about 70 grams of protein as well. And once again, remember, convenience, a little micro rice, a little pack, small pack like this, it's 150 calories. Rice with loads of veggies in there as well. That goes in the microwave for 3 minutes. So that goes on the pan, that goes in the microwave, put them all together. This comes with a lot of spice, a lot of sauce as well, so it makes the meal quite nice. It's not bland, it's not boring. And there you have it, over 70 grams of protein in one meal. Why am I having so much protein? Do I need that much protein? No, I really don't need that much protein. But what does protein do? Another massive golden nugget that I want you to realize right now. Protein takes the longest to digest in our body out of all the macronutrients. So you got protein, you got carbs, you got fats. Protein takes the longest to be digested. It takes a while for the body to break it down. Therefore, it keeps you fuller for longer. So yeah, I don't need this much protein, but I'm having it. But that's going to encourage building muscle anyway, and it's going to encourage keeping me fuller. But listen, it's what I'm doing and it's working right now, so don't be scared to have the whole packet. Go for it. There used to be a very old myth as well about how much protein you can digest in one meal, and that's been absolutely wiped the floor with. People used to think that you can only digest 30 to 40 grams of protein per meal, which is very, very untrue. You can actually digest every single gram of protein. Next big golden nugget that we're going to talk about is obviously steps as well. Getting your steps in. Now, it should be a non-negotiable to be getting at least 10,000 steps. But the little golden nugget that I've got for you is always try and do a walk after you've consumed food. The reason for that, it helps massively with digestion. Doesn't sit on your stomach. What a lot of people tend to do, and they can mess up with, is that they can have a lot of food and then you sit down and then it causes problems. So let's go on towards later on the night. Now this, I would say I probably have about 7:30, maybe 8 o'clock. Different choice of meat is these beef steaks. Now once again, you'll be looking at that thinking, surely you're not going to have 2. Yeah, I am. I'm going to have 2 because I want 2. But that's another 60 grams of protein right there. So I probably have about 200 grams of protein in my day. These 2 steaks with the peppercorn sauce is only 400 calories. That is it. 400 calories for 60 grams of protein and 2 very good steaks. Now similar again, but this time it's without the rice. This is just a veg only packet. So I'm having a lot of fibre in my day, a lot of veggies going on in my day as well. But that's a veg only. Now the reason I'm having the veg only towards the night is that I want the carb closer to when I've trained. If I'm having that chicken about 3:34, then I'm having a steak about 7:38. That's a lot of goddamn food. The chances of me snacking is very, very low. And this is actually, like I say, with that only being 400 calories, with this only being 360. And then you got these, that's 80 calories, that's 150 because it's got a bit of rice. And then I'm having all my protein shakes from earlier on in the day. So the weight's gonna drop off you. And like I say, you're gonna remain very full because of the high protein volume. And the fact that you're having a very protein dominant evening, you're probably not gonna snack as well. But once again, after my second meal, I always try and encourage a walk. Now let's chat a little bit of snacks that I might have. But these are little easy packets. Pomegranate right there, pineapple fingers, and I love this, carrots and hummus. Now what I would recommend is to have the more sugary options in the fruit straight after training. So that's what I would do. I would have that along with my creatine and my protein as well. So they'll tend to go somewhere after my training within an hour anyway. Carbohydrates post-workout is a very good idea as well. You want to replenish the glycogen stores that you potentially have lost during your training session, just to get that fullness back in your body. But that's it, guys. That's how I've done it. So I've lost 13 pounds in 14 days, and I highly recommend you follow the similar protocols that I've been doing. You don't have to follow my food, you don't have to follow my training plan at all, but you get the protocols that I'm doing. It's a big calorie deficit. There's a load of protein going on in there. There's very good training sessions going on, plenty of sleep, plenty of steps. So if you're struggling with anything right now, you know what to do. You need to drop me a message and I will help you get on the path. Because at the end of the day, if you're not feeling great about yourself right now, then dropping body fat is the best way to make yourself feel better. And you can do it pretty damn fast as well. It's the easiest way to get that feel-good factor in yourself. For you to drop 10, 20 pounds right now, you instantly just feel better in yourself. You feel a lot more confident, you feel great. And that's exactly what I've done. So get lean, get that body fat off and feel good about yourself. And like I say, if you need any help whatsoever, drop me a comment or drop me a message on Instagram. Don't forget, guys, if you enjoyed this video, give me a like, give me a subscribe, drop me a comment for any questions whatsoever that I can help you with on your fat loss journey. Another common sense golden nugget is water. People turn around and say, don't really like water. Well, what? Shut up. Shut up. What are you on about? Our bodies are about 60% water. 60%. So if you weigh 200 pounds, you got 140 pounds of water. Quick math. So that's a lot. So you're now understanding the importance of water. If you dehydrate yourself, you are actually prone to holding on to water weight. The more water you consume, the more water your body's happy to get rid of, and therefore you won't hold on any water weight. So if you feel like you are holding water weight right now, drink plenty of water. You want to be going for about 3 litres per day. I know it sounds like a lot, and you might be going to the toilet quite a lot, but you know, just let's get on with it. A lot of the time as well, we mistake thirst for hunger. So our body can give us signals that we're hungry when we're actually thirsty. So you'll notice you start drinking your water, your hunger pangs and your cravings will be reduced massively just from that alone.